Hi, audience. How you doing? Me? Shit, I'm all good. You know, sitting at 92,000 subscribers on YouTube now. I gotta be honest, it feels good. It really feels good. I'm like 92% of the way there. But then again, I doubt that anybody clicked on this video to hear me yammer on about how awesome I am. Nah. You clicked on this video for some Bully 2 news, didn't ya? Yeah, you want that Bully 2 inside scoop, don't ya? Yeah, boy, I got just what you need.
Come on, you'll see.
So, yeah, Jessica Jeffries. Don't click away from the video. Stay, good audience member, good. Look, I know a lot of you are sick and tired of hearing about Jessica Jeffries for like the umpteenth time. I get it. But f***ing listen, a couple updates have happened and I find them to be kinda interesting. As some of you might recall, she's a casting director who on Twitter published some casting calls for characters that many believe to be related to Bully 2. The characters varied in age, but a lot of them were described as being community college students, professors, and even some really young characters. Young to the extent that the casting calls included a note stating, mild violence and profanity will be used in scenes with the young performer. The casting calls were also described as being used for a game being developed by a leading UK games developer, and of course Rockstar Games comes to mind. Upon being asked about this, Jessica, as to be expected, refused to comment. That is, until she eventually did, and she denied the rumor. Interestingly enough, Katie Better, an animator at Rockstar Games, retweeted the casting calls Jessica Jeffries made on Twitter. Now this of course led to further speculation, to the extent that Katie Better made her Twitter private. So, what's new? Well, for one, Pinewood Studios, that'd be the studio Jessica Jeffries works for, is now following Rockstar Games on Twitter. Not really like a groundbreaking development, but kinda interesting, I suppose. Something else a lot of people found interesting were some new casting calls announced by Pinewood Studios, and they are as follows. Conflicted young woman, lead, female 18 to 30. Confident young girl, supporting, female 14 to 17. Insecure boy, supporting, male 7 to 13. Male school bully, supporting, male 7 to 13. Now what's cool about the new batch of roles we now have are the descriptions the characters have been given. One of the characters, one of the young boys, has a few lines that sound a bit like they would be right at home in Bully. Okay, let me give you an example. So this is one of the lines that was attached to this announcement. Oh, and before I get into it, just brace yourselves for horrible acting. So, no, everything is fine, Dad. Nobody bothers me at school anymore, cause when there was this guy who is a grade older than me, he pushed me in the hallway and I kicked him really hard and really fast right in his you-know-what, and he went down like this. Just like that. And he didn't do anything, but he only walked away. He doesn't do anything anymore. No one does, cause they know I'd fight him. And of course the question remains, is this Bully 2? Here's what I think. It beats me, okay? But it's starting to get kinda interesting, isn't it? I mean, just think about it. Leading UK games developer, comedic dialogue, young characters, bullying, Katie Better, and so on and so forth. Oh, now, I should also mention that all of this was discovered by Fika122 on r/bully, and subsequently covered in an article by Comic Book. Oh, and speaking of Comic Book, apparently my last video has been getting quite a bit of attention from various gaming news sites, including Comic Book, which I like, because this is actually like the 4th time they've mentioned me in an article. It's kinda like they scratch my back and I scratch theirs. I guess it is kinda nice to see that the oftentimes questionable opinions of some random Swedish stoner on the internet apparently still amount to something. So why am I mentioning this? Well, outside of fueling my own overbloated ego, it seems like quite a few news sites out there have been, misrepresenting my last Bully 2 video. I'm not gonna name names, but I've seen it happen to the extent that I just want to clarify what my last video was about. Okay, so here's the clarification I want to make. Alex Martins is a Rockstar Games employee. Someone using the name Alex Martins commented on one of my videos, claiming that Bully 2 is indeed in development. The user then changed their name to Alex M, removed their YouTube avatar, deleted a bunch of pictures they had on Google Plus for whatever reason, and even made their YouTube subscriptions page private. So let me just make this clear. I have yet to hear from the actual Alex Martins, so just in case anyone watching this video stumbles upon an article that says otherwise, now you know. Could this really be Alex Martins? Yeah, that could be the case. Is it the case? I don't know. I can't say. So I'm not gonna say that I definitively know, because that would be dishonest. So yeah. Motherfucking sweet GTA calling out fake news. In other Bully 2 news, some interesting concept art has surfaced. Yet again. Here's what happened. I was, smoking weed. I'm not gonna pretend as though I did anything productive at all. So I was smoking some tobacco, and I noticed that a new post had been made on r/bully. That'd be the Bully subreddit. Here's what it said. I've recently acquired prototype images of an upcoming Rockstar game. I feel like this is the right place to post these cause it looks like a new Bully game. While the Reddit user remains unknown for now, since they ostensibly deleted their own account after making the post, we can see that the post in question links to an Imgur album by the user JoyCL. And as Fika122 pointed out, JoyCL sounds quite a bit like Joyce Lee. And for those of you who don't know who Joyce Lee is, Joyce Lee is one of the many talented illustrators employed by Rockstar Games. Now what's cool about this is that you can find all of these images on the official website of Joyce Lee. And by looking at the URL of the first set of character concept art, we can see that these characters are indeed carnies. Obviously they are, but I might as well just establish that fact now before anybody watching this video is like, nuh-uh. They're pirates, duh, I'm fucking retarded. And it goes without saying that the first Bully game had carnies, so it would not be out of place for Rockstar to briefly revisit this in Bully 2. Likewise, an automated fortune teller machine made an appearance in Bully. You know, just as a quick little fun side activity you can do if you want to. It's kind of meaningless, but yeah, you could. It seems as though Joyce made her own design of a fortune teller machine, which could be a coincidence. Fair enough, but, you know, it's kinda interesting. We can also see some concept art for various other characters, 3 of which are most definitely intended to be part of the Carnival Freak Show. Oh, and speaking of carnies, let's have a look at the carnies, shall we? Let's see what they're like. First off, we have this lovely pig-legged man. Not a whole lot that I could really say about him. Kinda looks like the one-legged offspring of Weird Al Yankovic and TJ Kirk, but I mean, whatever. And then we have this chick who reminds me quite a bit of Zoe. As for clothing, I think it's safe to say that she's probably part of some kind of gang or clique. And then we have, It's not a bad drawing. You know, I like it, but there's not really anything I could say about it. It's well made, and it's there. I should also mention that all of these character designs stick pretty close to the same art style the alleged Bully concept art we saw surface back in 2017. It's not identical, there are some differences, but they're not too far apart in my opinion. Before I wrap up this video, I thought I'd do kind of like an impromptu Reddit response / rant. I riffed quite a bit on r/bully in my previous video and you guys seem to enjoy it, so I guess I'll do that again. Cause let's face it, what am I? What the f am I if I am not an entertainer who gives the audience what they want? So let's take a moment to read what the what the good people on Reddit make of all this. Doubt. Ah, yes. A well-formulated, convincing, and eloquent statement indeed. 10 points for Gryffindor. This looks like drawings taken from DeviantArt. Really? Because a lot of the shit that I see on DeviantArt is, well, just that. Shit. This, on the other hand, was made by an actual senior illustrator at Rockstar Games. Oh yeah? Well, I'm sick of you too. This isn't Bully related. If you have a look at the other art on the site that this was taken from, it shows mutated humans in a carnival setting. I don't think that Rockstar would have that level of grotesque in a Bully game. Okay, yeah, that's a fair point, I get it, I'm listening, I hear ya, I feel ya, I'm there, you know, I'm there with you in the moment. The problem, though, is that, what makes me disagree with you on this, and vehemently at that, is the fact that a lot of people, and I mean lots of designers, especially those employed by Rockstar, are in the habit of, Well, basically doing what Joyce did. You know, it's kind of just like a thing illustrators and designers do, especially when they want to show potential employers and clients that they have experience, knowledge, and the ability to use a variety of artistic styles. So, what you said is fair. The problem is that it doesn't make any sense. You get it? Cool. I'm glad I've straightened this out. I'm glad we're on the same page now. Thank you. A better place would be r/bully2, but whatever. Bully is still bully. I'd hate to be someone who makes a slippery slope argument, but isn't this just kind of like inviting other people to use the same excuse? Imagine that somebody uploads a bunch of Trent x Kirby yaoi fan art, and then somebody else is like, hey, a better place for this type of content would be r/bully yaoi, or maybe, just maybe, r/Trent is gay. But then somebody responds with, bully is still bully. I'm actually gonna start using that excuse henceforth because it doesn't seem like anybody else has any kind of objection to this on any conceivable level. People give it a thumbs up, like, yeah, makes sense. We gotta talk, Reddit. We gotta talk. I know a lot of you guys on Reddit hate me because that, I don't know, I make videos you don't like, so wah. But it's like, a lot of people on there just like say the most illogical shit and it gets upvoted. But then, you know, when I just like put a video on there, they're like, fuck you, we don't like you, Sweg, get out of here. No, I think I'll stay. I have the blessing of Marty McFly after all. Thank you for watching. Please consider leaving a like on this video as it helps push my videos out there to the masses. And also, please consider subscribing to my channel for more bully videos, because like Bully1115 aptly put it, bully is still bully. Anyway, that's it for this video. You folks, as always, stay classy. Peace.